see you guys. Or on the map at least.
Yeah.
Well, this is all right. Hello there. You can put your sword away. I don't think we need.
Is that a
swords
ghast?
Y'all can put off your.
Where is it?
It's like
Everybody
right
can
off
put
the
off-
coast of
Right?
I don't know where it is. I'll put I'll say the coordinates. So it's like -3820 and then 740.
Y'all can take off the armor. Nobody's planning on fighting here. Expect this guy.
Oh, I think I'm here. Zeest.
All right.
Made it.
You can
No, it's not
lead the way.
All right. So where is it then if it's not as east?
Oh my god.
It's at the Cest outpost.
All right. Well,
Nothing
we're
much.
ready to experience Vacanese culture. All right. We're ready. Yep.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I'm heating up really quickly.
Oh, what was that? I beg your pardon.
Oh,
What?
Someone said something. I just couldn't hear them.
if it was me, I said I'm just really hot. The character's heating up a ton from sprinting.
You can take off your armor. You will like start getting hurt if you keep the armor on.
Yeah, I realize that. I'm taking it off now.
All right. Okay. We're waiting.
So where do I head in terms of the island?
I can give you the coordinates.
Yeah, please do. I'm currently at Zeest.
Okay, just go
Um,
directly southwest of you.
I think
Okay.
we can start by entering the castle. Come on, start it there.
There's not much to see, but please go on. You can enter the castle.
It's work in progress.
Oh wow.
Obviously.
We started
okay.
just a few days ago, so we have not had a lot of time to start building.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, I had a time. Max
Well.
built this thing on his own.
Do you guys have like any customs? Any like?
Not yet. As we said, we're relatively new and joined 2 days ago, apparently. So we have not had the time to set
We
everything
settled.
up yet. So.
We settled 2 days ago.
Where's There's a person named Glums amongst you. Are they here?
I'm on my way.
No, Alright.
It's taking a second to find you guys. Are you guys in a jungle or like a?
Glums, I wrote
Yeah.
Glums. I wrote you the coordinates. Just go there
Oh, okay.
in the M's.
Is there a
Oh
place we
boy,
could
that's
sit,
a ways away.
like a table of sorts?
Oh no, it's
A
not.
place like a table. Etc. Do we have a place with a
If you
table?
want-
Alright.
If you want, I could make one. It'll
we'll
take me like a couple minutes, but wait, we can sit on the stairs here, right?
we can
Yeah.
sit on. Alright.
Alright,
You can
yeah,
sit on
yeah,
stairs, exactly,
Yeah.
yes.
All right. We'll sit here. Progi, Norway, we can come sit over here, and then you guys can sit on the other side for now.
Actually,
This will do.
I can't make it. I don't have a. I'm not allowed to place things in this area. So
No, it's fine. It's fine. You just we're just gonna sit. We're just gonna sit. Yeah, we're just gonna sit.
Remove your
This will do. This will do.
and your offhand too. Nothing in your offhand.
No, I want my lantern so I don't die of warmth.
Yeah, but you can put it back on.
Oh look, Norwick! Look, it's another samurai.
Oh, found the wrong side.
Oh, that's not a samurai.
Oh.
Never mind. They are Japanese. All right.
Oh.
Is that a testificate? I mean, a villager? I don't know.
What's a
Yeah.
testificate?
You don't know what a testificate is? Oh my god, you're a child. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you don't know what testificate is, only OG Minecrafters know. Oh my god.
Right, my internet is fucking up.
I'm here.
You're
And I'm
welcome
about to
back.
die of
There we are.
exhaustion.
Do you need food?
Here,
But it's not food that I need. It's to cool down.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
It's I remember you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember.
Hold this
No, you.
in your offhand, or
What is this?
Hold on, my offhand.
the soul
Nothing.
lantern that I just threw out to someone.
We have a gift for you. We have I personally have gifts to give. Because this is last minute, but this is an emerald from underneath our catacombs. This is
I'm going to bed.
you can go bed. This is mushroom stew, personally plucked from the udders of a mushroom, which is an animal. I don't think in lore you guys know who that is. There you go.
Looks tasty.
And this is our personal supply of cocaine.
Yo. What's cocaine?
It's a thing that you can eat it. You can eat it.
Give me some of it. I want to try it.
Do you
And
have
yeah, those are-
anything- Do you have any of the plant so we could test and grow a little?
You know what?
We have the plant, but I don't think you can. I don't know if you are able to do it.
Here, this stew was made by my grandma. Congratulations.
Oh, grandma's food. That's like the best food ever.
There.
Whoa.
Oh, Donnie.
Mine from the depths
Oh
of
my god.
our minds.
Wow. It's for Pierogi's good. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, and the player.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
wonderful.
for
Beautiful, beautiful.
thank you for the gifts.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you. Now with that out of the way, I guess we can come down. We can talk about what's happening. The Mr. Pierogi, my good pal here. He has some personal grievances with the settlement on this island. He has said that this island has been uninhabited for ever since. I don't know. It's just always been uninhabited until his people came along and settled here, and that it's been his native homeland for centuries in his lore. And like I think 2 weeks ago now, the people from the island chains, the Akira island chains, we all came together and we solidified our borders on a map, and we made a pact in which we would protect all of our nation's sovereignty, all of our nation's integrity, and its prestige. Now, I don't know what you guys are going to be doing in your lore. It's just that Mr. Pierogi here just has an issue if you're going to like claim to be natives, because that doesn't fit with his lore. However, there is something that we could possibly agree to, in which I'll state later, but I want to hear from you guys your take on this situation.
Well, first of all, we actually have a meeting room now, so let's go up here. Wait, no, wait. All right, this is the correct way up this tower.
Oh, nice.
Up here?
Very fancy.
Wow,
Really.
very nice.
Very fancy.
I'll take the sunset. Oh, also, yeah. Actually, I'll be right here. No.
Okay.
Sit down. No.
I'm making a screenshot because why not? Many people.
Alright.
You may go. You may speak. Any of you guys can speak. Doesn't matter.
So you want to hear from us how we're planning our lore, or what exactly we're expecting?
Yes, just like well, actually no. We'd like to first know why you guys chose this island, and why even after Miss Pierogi requested that you leave, your people have continued to stay here without permission.
So this island is unlike all the other islands in the current chain, far the best out of multiple reasons. And there are also multiple reasons why we're not planning to leave, because any step we're making closer to the other half of the map is a bad step, because how some of you maybe know, we are not originated from the server, and there's another nation, also pretty new, which is originated from the same server, and we're trying to not keep close contact with them, which also means this island got a really good distance to them, and the island got many strategical
Strategical?
yeah, fuck it.
It's okay.
Benefits, and we just see a good future on here.
Yeah,
And we would,
unfortunately, your reputation already reached all of us.
we are aware of that by a man called Chaos, right?
I don't recall the name exactly, but I would suppose so.
So I don't think it's really fair, because Chaos got personal problems with some people out of our nation. Our nation is pretty new, so anything he's saying about our nation can't be true because it's new. His problems are relating with some of our members, some parts of the leadership, and that's why he's trying to ruin some relations, some important relations to us, which would be you at the moment.
Right.
And
But
I
the
don't think
accusations,
this.
the main accusation that he brought was that
Mhm.
you joined the claim and then you stole stuff and you left on this server, not on another server.
Yeah.
On this server?
That
Yeah.
has
Yes.
been confirmed by like we told them that all right, we have not managed to find out who it is. If you want to contact an admin about it, do that, and we'll make sure it's returned, and we'll make sure that person is punished. We have not been contacted back about it. So.
I can't exactly tell you who told it to me, but admins already proved it and already confirmed it that nothing has been stolen. So we did exactly nothing. We're trying to not interact with them at all.
Hmm.
And admins prove that nothing was stolen.
The big thing, now, this is one of their accusations, and so far, we found it to be proven, quite so. And one of their accusations was how, what you demonstrated to Pierogi is that you have a sort of, now I'm not saying that this is true, but your actions have been quite imperialist. This is Pierogi's native land, and you're basically forcing him out of 75% of what he considers his sacred territory, which is quite some disrespect to him, and to him as our ally. And we understand that your people believe that this is the best island, the best location for your people out of anywhere else. But is that truly a good excuse to evict such a friend as our own? What do you have to say about that?
Like I told you yesterday, there were offers that he could tell us to give us like a part of the island, so we can make a compromise that we get the part he tells us to, and we just go there. The reason why we did not delete the claim that is blocking him from expanding yet is because first, nothing was like agreed in form of a contract on. And besides that, why did this claim even was created? Because I personally found first interactions with Mr. Pierogi a bit rude. What I also told you.
Yeah.
And that's why we reacted how we reacted.
But I believe that his behavior is sort of justified in this situation. And wouldn't you say so yourselves? Like, if a foreign person, like, let's say on this island, like, right, a foreign people came to this island, they set up home, how would you react? How would you see the situation? Of course, you would be pretty rude because you have a right to be rude on your own homeland. You never allowed them to be here. You never gave, like, never offered hospitality. I just feel like Mr. Pierogi has every right to at least be somewhat peeved that, you know, like a bunch of people just showed up out of nowhere and just started making homes. Is he not on the right at least?
Well, of course he is. But it's like I said, it was just our quick reaction to that. I'm not like denying his actions were wrong or anything. Like not accepting that we're trying to live here is absolutely understandable. Yes, and that's why we're here today to find a solution to that, right?
Of course, we are here to find a solution, but I just want to get that out of the way because I feel like Mr. Pierogi does like at least be owed some form of apology, but we can get to that later down the line. We can talk about solutions right now, but before we get to solutions, we do have to talk about some of the claims that Chaos has given us. Now, the biggest concern that the island chains have at the moment is the claim that you guys are only here to cause mischief. That you guys show up to servers randomly. You basically terrorize the local people and force wars or try to create and establish your own empire and oppress those who you conquer.
I do have a question.
That's not word for word, by the way. It's just in general, that's what he mentioned to us. Is that true?
I do have a question for first. Was Chaos talking about the whole nation, or was he just talking about some of the people in our leadership?
Some of the people. He did make a very clear verification that there are pacifists, and then there are the very big PvPers, heavy PvPers who want to fight.
So he wasn't saying that about the whole nation. He was saying that about some people in the nation.
He was talking about. I think he was implying the leadership.
Alright, so first off, I have to straight up deny everything he said.
Okay.
We do have some screens where Chaos was indeedly not very formal anymore, which can just prove that he got personal problems with some of us, which got absolutely nothing to do with formality or politics. This is purely personal problems with some of us. And he's drawing us on the new server, even though we had problems on the old server with him, into a bad light, and that's something not really cool and not very fair. I can't really tell you anything else than that, but it's not true. We're not trying to make war or fights or anything here. We're just trying to build up a nation, live a peaceful life here. Like I said, I already tried to make some peaceful solutions with Mr. Pirogi. And we're not trying to put up any problems or troubles. Here.
Alright. How like I've spoken to actually some of your citizens, mostly to see if like verified that what Chaos said was true.
Just before that, Pirogi is saying that is asking you, how come you were prowling around my claim yesterday when the diplomats from that nation came to visit me?
Give me a second to see that.
You can read it local chat for yourselves.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Who exactly was prowling around your claim?
Hello?
Hey, he's typing.
Okay. So we were following someone when they came to your claim. That's nothing that I know of. Maybe some members follow. That could be. Yeah,
I've not been told about this either.
could be. But nothing was stolen or anything, right? So that could be, yeah. Maybe people just checked it out, like you checked out our claims too. Like
Yeah,
nothing
I can
special.
tell you right now that none of our members would go in to like another person's claim and just try to kill an ambassador or a diplomat. So.
But we're not trying to attack anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it satisfy you, Pirogi?
He said something else.
No, when that's your question.
Look, you're talking here of people that came to your claim and I got no single clue. I mean, I can only tell you I wasn't there. I don't know.
Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you here. One of you, like, very much could have been there on that day. Can you guys speak up? Were you there?
You can just unmute yourself and if someone was there.
I mean,
Just claim
if Mr. Pierogi could get a name out of it or anything like that, that would help a lot in getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah, he didn't see the name.
The diplomat. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you saw them. Like, do you recognize any of these people at this table? Any of them?
He saw. He said that he saw them on the minimap.
Oh, on the mini-map.
He did mention that before, so he wouldn't be able to recognize them in person now. Right. Let's get back to what we were talking about. Right. So you're saying that you want to come in peace and all that. That's
Yes.
completely fine, and we are happy to hear that. But there is one question of like, how should we react to your attempts to settle the area regarding the fact that we have already, diplomatically agreed to maintain specific borders within our diplomatic circle. I'm gonna go to the other room.
Okay. So if is there really no possibility, absolutely none, 0% that we could get a part of this island?
It's not up to me to say, it's up to Mr. Pierogi.
I would like to say one thing before that, if that's all
Go
right
ahead.
with you guys. I think all of the Vacan Empire can agree that we want to leave behind our old status or standing on the old server. We want to leave that behind since it was entirely different to how this server is and how it kind of works, and the geopolitical relationships that are on it. We want to have an entirely new way of doing things. We don't want to be as aggressive as we were on the last server. And I think that there is a way we can coexist on this island.
Oh,
That's all I wanted to say.
actually, Mr. Progi did remind me of an actual possible solution, which will actually leave everyone satisfied here. Now, I know that the land that I might suggest is not the exact, is not exactly the same land as this land, but it is bigger. You will be getting more land to expand on. There's a lot of forests on this, where I'm going.
August.
Yeah.
I'll cut if you're talking about Harinokama. I'll cut you off at this point.
Yeah, we want to mention about that.
Yeah, that's not a thing that me or Taifuzo would be fine with. I don't know if Knight would be fine with it, because
Knight said he was fine with it.
let's be honest, he's not really active. I don't.
Yes, that
think
is still
me
his land. We did
I don't-
designate that as part of his territory.
Yeah, but you know, if he's saying that he's fine with it, but he's not active and it's not actually trying to use the island, it doesn't really count, does it?
It does count. We did sign the contract. It is his land. If he said he can do whatever he wants with this land. And is there anything else you'd like to mention? No. Okay.
Right. So sorry. Right. Give me just a second.
right.
So as I was saying.
As you were saying. Might be mine.
I guess it's yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So, did you talk personally with Knight?
Yes, I did.
And he was saying that he would. Did he specify what area of his land he would be giving up?
He said that he will, like, basically it will work like this. He doesn't want to leave leadership, not immediately, but he does want to in the near future leave and let other people take over. People who are active and people who are able to basically take care of his territory when he leaves.
But I don't think that means. I don't think that means that he would be giving up control of.
No. Okay,
of the state, like to another country.
Let me specify what he meant. I'll just pull up word for word what he said. Knight of the Night Animation said, "I do not intend to stay on the server. I can elect a new leader. I can elect a new leader. And then I actually mentioned that maybe the people here, to avoid having possible issues between Mr. Pierogi and with the people here, to avoid." Yeah, it's my mic that's echoing. I can hold on. I'll put in headphones. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. All right. So basically, I suggested then possibly to avoid war or to avoid conflict and end the crisis between Bigos and Vacan was to possibly have the Vacanese people move over to his land, and he said that can be arranged. I need some new citizens, anywho, and that I asked him if he wishes to remain in power or if he wants the Vacanese people to take over. And he said, I'll remain in power until I find someone that I like. And he just would like to know what the Vacanese culture is like, and you guys can explain what your culture is to him when you do eventually meet him. But that is currently where it stands. He is open to the idea that the Vacanese people could move over to his land, settle there, build whatever they want, etc., so long as he at least remains in power until he leaves.
Right. But you do understand that what he's saying is that he wants a continuation of his country on the island, just the leadership to change, not for the country to change on the island.
No,
So
of
that
course
doesn't mean
not.
that doesn't mean
Of
that the
course, there
Vacan
would be.
Empire and their culture would take over the island, but that somebody would continue his nation and his culture.
It could be possible that the culture could change, but we'll let the Night of the Night animations decide on that. He would at least would like to know what the culture of the Vacanese people is like. But right now, as they said and they mentioned, they're still developing their lore, and any change could really happen, and it's pretty flexible. If you guys were to move over to Haruyokama, you could probably work with the Night of the Night animations, what your lore could be. And since he's been there since the beginning, he can help be like that OG person who's been there, and just assist you in making your lore, but also in a way in which you're all satisfied with what you end up having. And it's very likely that you guys will end up taking over Haruyokama, and will avoid the situation on Bigos, and will avoid. You'll still avoid. Yes.
This clearly voids the argument that I've been having, that I've been pointing out.
Yeah,
the idea of that region is to be culturally hegemonous with the other 3 islands that the shogunates control. Us giving control of that island to a completely different culture would shift the balance of power in the area. It would make things more complicated, and we've already compromised with the natives of the island. So take it from our perspective, and it doesn't go as well as you're explaining it. It doesn't really.
If they end up adopting Aito culture, will you be fine with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with them. It's just that we want the islands to continue to be culturally harmonized.
All right.
Could you define the word culture a bit more?
Sure. You'll have just as all of us, if you would to adopt the culture, you would have like East Asian, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese inspired roles, architecture, customs, religion, language.
Okay, thanks.
Do you guys want a moment to discuss that? Oh, you want to say something, Ulrich?
Yeah, I was saying that the only situation in which the island of Haruyokama is being taken over by the people of Vacan is that they continue the shogunate of Haruyokama and they adopt the culture. That would be the only reasonable explanation of taking over that island in the eyes of the Hajima.
Right. Are you guys aware, by the way, what the shogunate of Haruyokama looks like on the map?
I mean, I saw it on the map, but that's it.
Right. So you guys know what it looks like. Yeah. Right.
Some of us know, some don't.
You guys can share that amongst yourselves. I think it'll probably be a good time for you guys to talk about it. Unless you guys want to do you guys want to visit the island actually, just to see like what it is?
I guess first off we gotta talk about some other things.
Alright.
Just yeah, our continent. So, if you wouldn't mind, I'd ask you to leave for a short time.
I'll meet you guys in the Council VC. Ambassadors. Alright, we'll give you some time.
Okay. And you know,
Oh yeah, we're going.
Mr. Pierogi.
We're gonna have to push really hard for them to move to Haruyokama. But I mean, it's working right now. But like, Norwick is really trying to make sure that he controls the island, even though it's more depopulated than Bigos. And he's right. It's inactive. What is Norwick though gonna do? Like, what can he do? He can't really do anything. It's ultimately up to Night and the Nighttime animations. But still, we'll see. He can't really dictate terms of like Haruyokama. It has to be Night of the Night animations. He has to talk to them. Yeah. I also can't be here for that long. I have to go in 30 minutes. Were you messaging me, by the way? No, Mike? Yeah. We'll just have to see, honestly. They'll probably not accept that. But even then,
Right. So again,
can't be here for 20 minutes.
sorry for interrupting, but August, again, please stop making like saying like that we can give away this land, because let's be honest, like I'm really getting tired of people claiming land as theirs without building any infrastructure or making any meaningful like impact on the server.
All right.
So I have
Norwick.
with
Norwick,
Knight.
do you want? Okay. Here's the thing. It's either this or we're gonna have to fight these people. And sure, like we can probably beat them, but we still have to organize shit, and we'll probably have to be under the influence of Fury much more if he brings military presence. Like,
what the fuck is Fury?
I don't want war. Fury's a person who's like Taifuto and Helselli brought in to help deal with these guys. He's like the best PvPer on the server, and he leads the best group. But even if they do help, which is a blessing, right? I still want them. I don't want them getting into this region. This region has to stay stable. Like looking at these people, they don't seem that bad. I think I kind of think we were lied to about.
Okay.
Chaos.
Listen. If they don't seem that bad, let them take that fucking little peninsula off of Mr. Pierogi, and then let them not take the island that is actually part of the shogunates and has nothing to do with us, because you're just putting the problem on our soil. You're moving the problem from the
Like
natives
the Night and the Night
to
animation
to the Shinso people.
he was already fine with it. Like
Yeah,
he
he was fine. He was fine with getting citizens and people settling and stuff like that. Not another country taking over the island.
yes, but like
Come on, let's be honest.
if they
Even
do end up deciding to accept that culture, which is what I was working towards, probably a merge of whatever Vacan's gonna create.
I already told you that if they accept that culture and they continue the shogunate, I'm fine with it.
All right.
But if they just take it as the Vacan Empire, that like the Vacan Empire isn't fucking Japanese, it isn't anything.
No,
Okay?
Pierogi, we're not splitting that island. We're not splitting that island. I do know.
And
yeah, it's fine.
especially
just-
we're putting so if they're not accepting their culture, we're putting like a culture that has nothing to do with any of us in the middle of everyone. That island is the middle of everyone, and we're putting just a fucking random ass culture in there.
It is okay. That island has not been touched by anyone in forever. No one lives there. At least Pierogi does actually have somewhat of a settlement on Bigos. These people.
No offense. Okay, no offense
there's
to
a lot of
Pierogi.
them.
He has no offense to Pierogi. He has a few chests.
Yes, I understand. Pierogi. I don't know
If-
why I literally told you, by the way, that you had to build something in like in the weeks forward. I don't. Anyways, but yeah, I understand, but I wasn't gonna like let them like make their own little independent nation in Hariokama. I was pointing towards that they'll have to talk with the night animations and talk about formulating a culture. Not saying that they were gonna totally disregard the Aito culture of the island. So no, I'm not arguing that we have a totally new nation here. I'm arguing that Hariokama can actually live and exist again.
sure,
so
that's
not
fine.
again. Just like,
With the conditions I have mentioned, that's fine. But if they want
Yeah.
to make their own independent thing, they are welcome to do it somewhere else because we're not putting them in the middle of stuff. Or if Pierogi wants to give them that peninsula and we stipulate it in a contract that they do not expand anywhere other than that peninsula that they have at the end of the island, I think that's fine with me, and that's the worst compromise because they're literally at the edge of everything, and they're not influencing anyone. They won't be influencing Pierogi because they're in the edge of the island. They don't even have to interact with each other if they don't want to.
Pierogi, if they don't decide to adopt Hariokama culture and Aito culture, would you be fine with letting them own the southern part of the island? And no, we will not we're not going to plan another war with them. You're going to have to give up the southern part of the island. Will you be willing to do that? And will you be willing to accept?
Look, Pierogi, I understand that you had some plans about the island, but no offense again regarding your current infrastructure, those are just plans. You can move the port somewhere else because the island is big enough. You can move the port, I don't know, a bit more east or something. It doesn't have to be there. Nobody will say, oh, this port is shit because it's not in the south of the island.
That much? No, they're not going to accept that. They're not going to accept that.
Look. Give them a bit more to the north until the neck of the peninsula, and I think that's fine. If they accept that, we've been generous enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Just move. It's fine. My minimap works. I don't know what minimap you're using. It's gonna be North and South Korea.
Okay, very, very shitty screenshot, but here you go. Look, just give them until the neck of the peninsula, and that's a natural border. They just fucking make them a wall there or something, and just let them be forgotten by humanity. I don't give a shit. Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's fine.
Let's if they don't want to accept that the culture on Harinokama, just let them have that peninsula and that's it. And contract stipulated that there is nothing on the island that they can expand into other than that.
Yeah. If they don't accept this, god damn it, I'm gonna be on this server for I hate war planning. I do not want this.
And again, guys, like, no offense, but I swear to God, this alliance has been the biggest diplomatic headache that I've had on the whole entire server. Every other nation has been so fucking cooperative, and this fucking place, for some reason, is like the melting pot of all fuckery.
It's not. The rest of the server, this is the most safe. Like, there has been nothing happening in this area.
No,
I
let's
don't
be
know what you're talking
serious.
about.
Let's be serious. It's not safe. I've had much friendlier relations with people that have nothing to do with my culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like in the state of the world as it is right now, there is war happening everywhere. People are fighting each other.
I'm in the staff Discord. There's 3 wars right now, and there's
3 wars, but
there's
there was
50
a lot of
countries.
disputes.
There's 50 countries and 3 wars. I think that's a very peaceful world, as we speak of it.
But there's there's a lot of tensions happening everywhere, especially in the Mesa. People are fighting over that like hawks. Like, it's not pretty outside of here. It's not. It's actually been pretty great. I'm surprised we haven't had any conflicts for like 2 or 3 weeks so far. I'm
We
pretty
haven't
surprised.
had any conflicts because we've been accepting each other. And again, no offense, but I have 2 active players, one of which is me. And look at the map. You guys can do more. Pierogi can build more than 3 chests.
Pierogi can. I've been personally expanding. I've been to other islands.
I mean,
and
I
made
get
ports.
that, but you know, again, in no way or shape or form I'm trying to offend anyone or like flex on anyone or stuff like that. But if you put in the time and effort, it shows on the map and it shows in diplomacy. And people don't take over your country, because I have like, I don't know how many square blocks I have claimed as of now, but most of my island is claimed, and it's, you know, it's the second biggest in the entire chain.
My islands at least have most of like no one wants them. I'll tell you that right now. No one really wants them, and I recognize that. But I have at least been able to build enough. But I'll tell you, Pierogi. Actually, I won't tell you. You already get it. You already know. Are they done? Oh, let me go check. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if they're ready.
Okay.
They said 2 minutes. They're debating a lot. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. They said they'll DM me when they're ready.
Okay.
In the event that they don't accept this and they do actually want war, we'll be supplied by the hegemony. and we'll get like we'll have to like get Fury to help us. I don't see any other way we can win against them without Fury, unless us alone. Like I don't know, a good 10 of us. I'm personally not experienced in PvP. Some of us are, but like most of us aren't. I don't know if we're as good as they are. They like Chaos told me that they train every day or something.
Oh, fuck
good-
off. Who does that in Minecraft? Who trains for PvP in Minecraft? Nobody does that, man.
You've been to Stoneworks, right? No, you haven't.
I have. I've led nations
Yeah?
in Stoneworks.
Oh. Well, yeah, then, yeah. People who've been from Stoneworks do. Wait, where were you in Stoneworks?
Eldham.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember you talking about that. What is this? Is that like one? No. Is there someone above us?
Yeah, they're building the roof.
Why are they building when we already told them that they might have to leave anyways?
Yeah, shows you how much they want to leave, I guess.
This is a lot of people on the server, by the way. It's like almost 50. Are you ready? No.
Be right back, I'll get some water.
Alright. Hello. RSO, hi. We're just waiting for the delegation to come back. To know what they were thinking. Alright, we're ready. Let's go back. I'll meet you there, Progi. You can come with us, Araceli, by the way, in the VC. Norwick went to get water, but Rogi and I are here. Have you guys reached a decision?
Okay, the thing is, how it always is in splitted leaderships, we did not come to a conclusion because Cetro is not the same opinion as I am, and since it's 50-50 here, I cannot say this will happen now because Cetro says it will not happen like this, and yeah, no. To keep it short,
is that
no.
true? Is that true here?
Zetro's
No,
he had to go.
He had to
fear
go.
was like, yeah.
Okay. You guys have to talk about it amongst yourselves, then. But I will say, if you guys do decide to join Haryokama, I am willing to ally with you guys. And you'll have a lot of access to more trade goods because I know half of the people on the server. and I have already received a lot of their resources.
I mean, you can offer us a lot right now. The thing is, there's like a blockade right now. We cannot make more decisions because we're stuck at one point. We gotta solve that first, and then
Okay, sorry
we'll
for
get
being
back
late.
to you.
Could you recap what's been decided? Because I didn't get
Nothing.
what was decided.
Nothing has been decided.
They are
Okay, so
split 50-50.
what's
Means we'll either have another meeting or I'll just DM you with our decision, whatever you prefer.
did you
hold on.
present them with both options, August? Or
I believe we only presented them with the Hario common one, but we will present. Prog, you can give them the map. This is the decision in which, if you guys do decide to stay here, this is as much as Progi is willing to give of the island.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in global.
There's much.
Indeed.
Okay.
There's a lot.
So those are the two decisions. If you guys can't make a decision right now, we'll have to conclude this meeting and decide another time.
and a little asterisk on the last option. It's non-negotiable. It also implies the fact that there's no expansion past those borders on the island. So,
Question: would
Go
we
ahead.
be allowed to expand the island?
no,
What do you mean?
because it's against the rules of the server to do
Oh, okay.
terraforming that to such an extent.
Means we
You're
also
allowed
wouldn't be allowed to. Would we be allowed to expand out of the island chain?
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
so. We can't control it in that regard, can we? But just in the
No.
island chain, you're not expanding past those borders if you take this option.
Okay. So right now, at the moment, it's literally impossible for me to give you an answer to that. I'll DM you if we came up with something.
All right. Are you able to? Can we? Are we able to do this right now, where you're able to unclaim the land that cuts off Mr. Pierogi from the rest of the island?
Yes, we can unclaim it.
All right, that'll be good.
Question.
And that's pretty much it for me. Do you guys know the location of Hariyokama? If you guys ever want to take a look there.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys know where to go. That's it for me. I hope that we come to the decision.
I think Midnight still has a question.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
of course.
I was just wondering how to unclaim. I stuck with the lands thing. So
Okay.
Bigo,
I can help them.
Okay.
I can help them. I already know.
If you want midnight animations is Discord, the leader of Hariyokama's Discord. I can give you it, or Nora can give you it. Other than that, we also can't decide on if Vacan can join the council just yet. We just have to get through this first. Once we have we know what your borders are.
Yeah.
But if you guys do decide to join Hariyokama, you are automatically allowed to join the council. And you can decide with Midnight Animations who you want to select to represent your people on the council.
What is there like a deadline for when you want the answer?
I don't think
We'll
there's
give
a deadline,
you-
but would like it as soon as possible.
Yeah, as soon as possible. But I think next Tuesday.
we can probably get before then.
Yeah, that's fine because most of us aren't available on the weekend. It's some of us have a holiday, but yeah.
Okay.
That concludes this first meeting. Thank you guys for gracious hospitality and for many of you guys for showing up to this first meeting. You're allowed to. You guys can put on character updates or something about this meeting. This has been a pretty historic event, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it leads to further peace negotiations as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us.
All right.
Well, see you guys.
Thank you too.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Yep. You too. All right. See you.